Big up once more. Good morning. Good morning. Early morning coffee session. We're going to start before due time. The matter don't get serious. The country don't get serious. The inflation don't get serious. Now that's how I'm pointing out first. I know I even can't talk Boku. But the inflation don't get serious. We keyword again for this morning go be inflation. The keyword for we leaders them or we ministers them etc go be inflation. Inflation. What's not inflation again for the basic man we don't understand? Well, we own currency, the leons, just they drop down and the dollar they go up. And they go up. Yeah, we need to understand say we not to dollar they pay we. Not to dollar they pay we. The only people there where they pay with dollar them usually the ministers them. They go pay them something equivalent to dollar. You know, equivalent to dollar. Most ministers they maybe now $10,000, $20,000. I just give example. $30,000, $40,000 per month. You know, now dollar equivalency. So whatever we they face that crisis they are, then they express because the dollar is high past the leons. So if they pay somebody in dollar, in life comfortable. In life comfortable. And no matter if the price of goods in our country they go up. And right now things then just they're fearful. We they think say things then they go down. You know? Every week we the hope say maybe changes then will come. Every month we the hope say changes then will come. But we never see any changes there. You know? The inflation just to go up. Now $1, $100 don't go up to maybe 2 million. Or 2,000 the new leons. You know? But the old leons don't go up to 2 million. That don't show say the government they do nothing at all for try for cut off them deficits there. Them problems there. Whether that they need for consolidate certain, you know, banks them or certain loans them, but they need for do something for stop the inflation there. Now that's what they talk of good governance. You know? But I don't think so they're concerned about smear you. The way things they go. You know? They're not concerned about me or you. They're not concerned about the students them. Lights to go off. We'll go for talk on that issue there. And other issues them. But we just want to focus right now on inflation. Inflation, you know? For at least few more minutes. Inflation. When I set up a government for reduce the burdens them of the people them. Now that's what I be signed for. We they can for reduce them burdens there. For alleviate them stress there. For take away the pain. For take away the struggle. What's in that previous governments not be able to do, we go can do them. Now that's not be the promise. We go can create a change for the well-being of Sierra Leoneans. Now that's not be the promise. When you come into governance, you sign a contract with you and the people them. For can serve the people them. For make sure say you fulfill the people that needs them. You know? Other countries them, they might they face inflation, but not as much as we they face on. The kind of rates what we they face on. We on it too rapid. It's too rapid. They go too fast. Why make it go too fast? Now questions in this world governments need for answer. You know? Why make inflation go too fast? Why make the price in our country go up so fast? Control the price of goods them. Control it. Why? Burdens them. Then they expect people them for be peaceful. They expect people them for quiet. They expect people them for die, they suffer. How long will go they for this? Now, many questions than this. You know, this morning, the early morning coffee, early morning session, a very serious Igbana and Tasmo right now in aid. You know, it a flip. In aid they flip. This man in aid they flip. Example again when they talk of basic necessity them. Things them what we not for suffer for. Pepper, yabas, maggi, rest, etc. Oil. Now you go buy oil. The 1 gallon. Now 200,000 leons the old money. Almost 200. They go charge you 190. The new money now 190 leons or 190 leons. So I don't know how you go and put on. You know? But me the old leons we not used to. 190 leons, 190,000 leons, so whatsoever. You know? Pardon me this morning. But things they get terribly wrong. You go now for go buy fish in the market. Now 50,000 leons. You go for ready for spend 50,000 leons or 50 leons. Not a small change than it. Water don't go up to 8 to 10,000. Sardine don't go 17 to 18,000. Sardine we just use for cost 8,000, 9,000. Then things they bring them up, una things now out of joke or fun. Every time while they come for telling them the prices of goods step. You know? Not to per fun. Because not a dollar they pay in a salon. Even the one way they work in a salon, what the months done, na per Leons in the courts give them. And that Leons money where the courts give them, is not enough for sustain their family, or them builds them, or them picking school fees them, etc., etc. So Italic said this gamble or this monopoly, then set them up for we, from the beginning, when they talk say, free education. They never don't make this year free. Because now the loophole in this, with presidents or with leaders them in the talk, then can foreclose every loophole step. Well, to me, beyond personal views, this free education, now another loophole. Because now a loophole for make sure say what in governments for do, no not do it. Then focus all the energy or strength into free education. And when they see free education, vibrant enough. Not to all the schools stay free. Not to all sides they receive the privileges step. Now we enforce against small more on inflation before we go into this school business. We have good morning again once more. Now we the joint house more. This is the early morning coffee. We go for start some early before due time because the ground don't they warm. It don't they warm. And man just the scratch. Man just the scratch. The one day where they get dollar pay, just the scratch. The one day where we the civilians in the pay, where we tax money in the pay every month. Then just a scratch. Because then things they affect them. The entire household. The entire household, it affects them. I'm not care if oil go up to maybe 300,000 leons. Or 300 leons. It affects them. 500 leons. It affects them. Then they go cook every day. They go eat every day. Meal them go there every day. Then there's the Agoro Polo. Now one of my area now you have to go charge. Then say sufferness really they take place in a saloon. For go charge me phone. Early morning, from the students and the young girl and the beginning to the Sicilian to the mammy all man a washer they go buy. Whether a washer on an empty bread and tea leaf for just put something inside the belly. Empty bread and tea leaf for just put something inside the belly for go school. You never allow young beginning for go school with empty bread and tea leaf. Some of them beginning yourself not get the mammy or the power they give them. So passing go na corner, they go big boyfriend or somebody we go pull small thing in there for buy something put on the belly. For starts the day. For starts the day. Who say accident, it shocked me for almost 1 hour. And they observe no more the streets. People they come out far distance, they work for come by washer. And if you don't know what's in a washer, now rest with small palm eye and small tea where they mix together, put maggi and whatsoever. For them they become sustainable. So inside salon, we breakfast, now rest. We lunch, now rest. We dinner, now rest. This is not healthy for we. And I don't live overseas. When you wake up early morning, you get your scrambled egg. Now that's what I'm used to. You must eat different appetites of meal. You scramble egg or you egg, you boil egg, or whatsoever, you bread or you sardine. You got to create something different for breakfast and lunch. Dinner now maybe you eat rest. But constantly, when I don't accept them, the leaders don't accept them, and they want to make Louis accept them because the norm standards alone, I want to rest with the survivor. But enough of this. Enough of this. Rest now for go buy and go. It's expensive. Verily, verily, verily expensive. One bag rest don't pass 500,000. It's not very expensive. So you go buy cook Creole, 5,000 cook Creole, no they again. And not they again. Plus you go buy washer. Because the cook Creole way for each way for at least, start today proper, now 10,000 and up. And the rest of them go put for you, maybe now 1 or 2 spoon. 1 or 2 spoon. But una still feel like say una de pa lead the people. Una de pa do a very good job. I know they see this good job here, una they do. And not to me no more. But couldn't they see this good job, but una they do. And so many people are not going to talk because maybe they're political affiliation. Or what they talk on a mice. But how man like we go sit down, most of them want the way they turn ministers. Maybe we land past them, now then they can lead we. Now they going to lead me by big fool. We will get sense, we just see more to observe. Last week or two, I watched an episode, where Now Alpha Khan, I don't know who be there, things in a corner area. Then the youngest minister wouldn't get inside the SLPP cabal, one at 37 years old. Well, for let you know, say, we na bobo, na bobo tego. As long as you're not Sierra Leonean, you're not a youth man, then go bobo you tego. The way self out and call that young youth man, that ministry, for introducer. Then bobo on the back. Then bobo on the back. Oh one, you can't that's no name. If you don't understand that part, but grab pussy the pass canaya. Grab pussy the pass canaya. The young minister, a grab he go and draw quickly, slowly, for get to a destination. Then when it smack back near, Mr. Khan or so, he bobo himself back. To me, he begin to act like bobo. He not act like a big man when a minister will get a job for do. So I wonder if really this minister position wouldn't get at 37 years of age, it really they work. Because what they call you, now run you the road. What they say, oh minister, you don't quick, you don't grab. If not Texas, they grab faster than the Sojamane. Faster than the Sojamane. One minister. Inside saloon. They turn you to a minister, but you're not a puppet because you're not a youth man. And we don't see them things there. The media don't lie to we. Now let me jump back inside inflation. Why make the price of goods to go up? They say good government structures them, creates a system. Now for able get what we call price control. Price control. No businessman not going to just come, he creates a price or puts a price. Now against the laws, them, not against the policy. Now against them policies they are want to create inside parliament. You don't go buy something, you can't sell them very expensive. Say now the society or the people that's large get for suffer. Nobody need to stop the options there. Why make we get governments for now if I need to stop, them people that would increase price? Because another way for thief. Another way for thief. We're not able to control price. But again, the main issue, inflation again, let me hit the topic. Why make things in the go up? If my country they suffer, work no do. One work no do. Pass now they go hire you, now the ministries them. Or the departments or the agencies them. And now they involve MDAs them. The ministry departments and agencies them. Pass now they employ you there. But if they not employ you there, work not there. So let me say if me not government, I blank spend, and I know say the more I spend, now the more me people then go suffer. What's I go do? I go cut down for spend. If I blank buy things now overseas, we're very expensive. Or people in the way they tax we, very expensive. I go stop for buy them products in it. Or find a second side or a second option, who say I go to buy me goods them. For make sure say me people they survive. Now we can to all the major assets they within a saloon. The airports, then we toll roads there. What are the benefits? Not to saloon in general, not to the government. Now private entities them, where they tax we every day. Una the taxi drivers, where they drive go free town. Una they pay tax for enter free town. Not to salon owner. For now, na private entity, and the Chinese money owner. Same thing with the airports. The tax and now where they pay, no matter the renovation, not so we get them. Because we go for pay the people that we create them, till we done for pay them the left and give we. Tell them go ready for left and give we. Maybe the team back down pull. Maybe the airports don't pull back. Maybe them toll road they how they pay for. Maybe the road them back don't pull. So that they can't people and they can't exploit we, tax we, make money out of we, end up for left and go, and we still remain, they struggle, they suffer. They what time which they say, talk and do. What time which they say talk and do. Well, we don't see some talk and do's there. We're not all the talk and do's there, what they see. Not all the talk and do's there, what they see. So we need for mitigate or stop who side the expenses and they go. The high spending still. The high spending still. The high tax still. We partners the way they oversee. The things they purchase oversee. The loans they take from the World Bank or whatsoever and enable prints on my head right now. But we're getting institutions also we can take grants them. Grants and loans them. All the loans they increase interest. Tax they go up because the currency they change. We're going to take a loan right now, we're at $10,000. In the next 2 years, we'll for pay back that loan day with inflation rates or the currency just depreciate, inflation they go up, now the currency don't change. If now be $10,000 will be loan trade, now we go for pay $20,000 because the inflation rates don't change. Plus tax and interest. You know, then things say, yeah, we ministers and it for what they think You just know they go take loan, per big fool. You don't understand the time frame when you pay the loan, say, yeah. Then, you know, we just depreciate. Then when they left the country back, per more burden system. Burden upon burden. Then when the next person can lead we, you got to worry about for pay all the debts today. We're not paying debts today. Now you got to consolidate your government so the people that what you owe. What's now the people they want? Now we need for do. For alleviate some of the loans there. Now if they say they want tree, or they want certain land, or certain place, or certain area, or certain thing what they want to do, just because of that loan so they don't tie we get to forgive them. We get to forgive them. So we will pay them off. So them go can control we, do what they need for do, take them capitalize and take what they need for take and go. So if now a site now some minerals in there, or an area with some minerals in there, some man go say, or some countries then go say, well, we don't loan we not able to pay we, well, we don't able to say Kono, Obo, or Kenema, gold or diamond day, well, when I give you certain area, now we go exploit or, you know, excavate, you know, the minerals there for cover the loans they own and need for pay we. And they can't thief this way they go. How long? You know? We will just come on at the university, we understand the small principalities there. Una we don't land book for the past 20, 30, 40 years, una still lep a big fool. You know, and now the one that someone want themselves with the claims in a doctorate, ministers them, you know, then you know, PhDs them. I don't wonder if how you get your paper if illegal like you are we get her. Because when we go class, we'll get we document them. We go class. We're not going to miss lectures them. But now the moment we become a minister or whatsoever, you know, now sign it, they sign give you paper. Say a doctor. Now sign no more, they pay for it and sign gear. Then we will ever suffer for them. You know, it's not easy to say forget them. Even when you don't graduate, for they get it, they take time. But then I sign no more, they sign and give them. And no one they go to class, no one they go to another class. All of a sudden, you don't become doctors them. PhD holders them. Etc., etc. Then when I still not able to fix with problems they hold the face with goods them. Price control. You mistake gets, you know, 100,000. You come on and you owe that 100,000 they done. Because right now for take bike go any side, 1,000, 2,000 all they get. Maybe a short distance not 3,000. A further distance was small, well now maybe equivalent to 2 or 3 miles, ready for pay 5,000. So you go and come back, maybe 9, 10, 15,000 for the day. Well, trade, you blanks just pay 1 or 2,000, you go, 2,000, you come back. Less than 5,000, you don't go, you don't come. Less than 5,000. All sound are the beats we, all sound are the mass we, all sound are the destroy the hope what we get, the small hope number what we get for survive. So man just want to survive. And not to care about the thief owner the thief, the hostel owner the bill, the motorcar owner the drive. So man just want to survive. What's in for eat alimony? Say maybe better can one day. But even now for survive now. Because inflation. Then you need to pay per dollar, you need to complain. You need to complain. One complain, you need to complain. Because when you need fellow as a government employee, now first station number they go and pump for you. Now government step in. You can flop your own vehicle. Even your private vehicle step. Flop and with fail. Who knows so many things sell? Early morning coffee. Now good morning once more. And it's very sad for we. It's very sad for we. Now let's go to young students here. They say free education. Then prioritize what's they say free education. One of them prioritize them. That use me words saying keenly and wisely. We want to know if now prioritize what we call this free education. Because what exam term rich, what ek rich, or what I go for seats was, or whatsoever, this one whole country, and that same day the country they go on blackout. The term what they picking them for study, for past and WAEC, or then was, so whatsoever now. The term what lights for day, whatever able to sit down, 10 and next they study. till maybe 1, 2 o'clock early morning. Wake up early morning. Go sit your exams. So you go get better grade for going to college. And that time they will get blackouts. And anything they will experience blackouts. Every year, this same time around, they experience it. So to me, I want to know again if this is not a empowerment structure or una the fair way for create loops them for letting picking they have fail. Now, I'm concerned in this. You know, when they talk, say, free education, they prioritize education. But what exam time reach? Lights not in a blackout. I'm picking and go study. But you don't pick where they go school in a minister. You don't have light. Because if lights on you light generator. But that smart yourself, you just send your security guards say, me then go take 4, 5, 6 batter. One are free, one are with the pair. For put now your generator for sustain your family. When you picking and study till they want. So then go become A student. Now school. So then go pass. Then go pass. But that layman in picking not forgets that privilege day. But you don't picking for go college. But that layman in picking not for go college. They wanna talk so wanna prioritize education. Wanna really prioritize education. No. Now I want to talk politics or talk the full talk when I can talk. Or I'm praising up a big fool. Wanna really they prioritize education. No. Let God bless you. Wanna really they prioritize education. Because what exam time which are blackout. Wanna really they prioritize education. Most speaking and not get food for it in school today. Wanna really they prioritize education. Most schools and they pay school fee today. Wanna really they prioritize education. School bus and all they all say you. Maybe even the school bus the way used for one try they don't stop. Because fear no they. Or the bus they get problem. Wanna really they prioritize education. The beginning don't go back per bike or car bike. If they see 3, 4, 5, 6 picking and they stop on one bike. Imagine if they involved by accident. But they don't get any choice. They need to go school. They need to make an school on time. Because if they don't make an school on time, now beats or they go dismiss them. So for save money back, 4 or 5 of them go stomp on one green bike. Una really they prioritize education. Una for clap for una safe. Una for really clap for una de power work. Una really de power work. You know? We dey see am. I mean, man in dey complain again. You know? Man in dey complain. We dey see am. We dey see the better on our face come from. We dey see am. Now we dey enjoy so. The better on our face come from. Now we dey enjoy. We dey see am, me. Let God bless you now. Let God make after all this what you dey experience. One day you go turn back to your young plate. One day you never go experience this. If you don't experience that, you pick it or you can pick it, you must experience this one day. Una go see am back one day. And allow they continue. It's so sad inside Salombo. 8 days, 9 days. Exam starts May the 8th. 2 days ago. This was 2 days ago. 4 days ago. 5 days ago. And they start to give blackouts. So they go make sure say una feel. So the burdens then go less. So when I'm talking now, the one way qualify for go college, una no go boku. Government so gets load. They can't load what they talk of. Some people that can get grants for go college. Especially when they come to FBC. You know, Sierra Leone University. They can get grants for go college. When some of them grants they are, government want fair way for mass sum of funa. So they now go pay grants, so some students they will qualify. So the more una fail, now the less grants they go give. Less responsibility for government. For empower the country. Or empower the youth money. Una not can think them thinking they are. But all them flaws them now against we. Or all them doings them now against society. Not for empower me and you, but for depower me and you. You know? What they want now we don't get the small empowerment will continue for rip off this country. Now they game this. Now they make man like Victor for. I'm glad if somebody attacking at the media. They don't tell where they eat under the banner of APC. All in Korea or in Korea. The entire life na APC man. Now all of a sudden this being saying, he said no, na talk and do. But would I put money in your pockets? Would I make you live this life where they live so today? Would I make you don't become a wealthy and a rich man? Then I him back they blame other people and say, you know, them you don't thief. But he be involved by the same cabal. He be involved by the same cabal. So not to all be the thief. If today gets money, that's because of politics. But after we don't serve APC for so many years, now it's a talk and do. Then it's thief. But the inflation just to go up. Oh, now allow the country. And they can corrupt politicians they will get. We don't really know them grounds them. We don't even know themselves, the identity them, or their tax, or their job, what's in them for do. You know? The moment when they make it into power, they're not worrying about them with societal issues they are. They worry about them political fights them. Them political gains them. Them political threats them. Them political alliances them. You know? Or have for thief. Or also have for send money. Now let they continue. Let they continue. Now, we get with VP also 3 days ago. We get issues there at Ano. Talk of now with Vice President, Mr. Julian Jallo. 3 days ago, went into a waiting serious na Sierra Leone female football team. Now he was serious. Then go participate for uplift the woman there. For uplift the woman there. Salon football team. We're not able to feed first. We're not able to feed. We're not going to uplift football team. We're not able to pay first the players then first. We're not going to uplift football team. We're not able to fly themselves and go to countries and go get proper training them or better experiences them. Or able for markets themselves. May they even become, you know, players them for another team. Maybe that's the first kind of revenue stream for Salon. We're not able to market with players them and then go play international. But on want uplift them. How on want uplift them? Let me understand. But on not able to uplift kindergarten, primary school, secondary school, college. On not able to uplift none of them things there. But now the national team now go uplift. Now whose benefits will they get? Now jazz is them. Maybe you go when I go buy for the new crepe, new shoes, new stone. You know, what's in? Go buy Boku crepe, new jerseys there. We say we don't contribute, we don't offer, we don't uplift now. Look, you know, maybe 10 million. We not share 1 million. We don't uplift now. And I can uplift and they talk of. You know, when they forward the person go no side, it still remain at the same side. But again, all this now we call cosmetic. Cosmetic. The paper paint a picture, you they far, you call it. But when you understand what's really the gun inside the picture, you go to see now sufferness. Now they paper do so, now cosmetic. What woman not paint for make himself fine. And let's say if he get black spots in her face. When you don't put on makeup, you need to see none of that makeup, none of them black spots still. When I saw government paper treats we. The paper makeup, outside the paper makeup. So nobody never complain. Nobody never talk. The one way their father go just think say all is well. Pass me you with the express, now we go say this you don't pass mark. You know? So again, I was saying with VP Depot for uplift the female football team. I had the money coffee this year. If you're new to him, welcome back. Huh? If you're new to him, welcome. If you're not new to him, I want to say welcome back. And the right way for put her. You know? When I fire for fire. When I know where they continue. Then, I'm not going to say this to piss me off. It just torments me. It just torments me. We're Minister of Education. Even if I go to fets for the students here. Even if I go to tower for the students here. Minister of Education. Mr. David Senge. I want to say good morning to you. But you know what it's me good morning. Take her you want take her. You know what it's me good morning. I'm not fit for greet you this morning. You know. Mr. David Senge. You ever go to tower for the youth money. For the students here. You ever go to fets for light, electricity. All team they make team become conducive for them picking up for land. Well, what's in Mr. David Senge Kigiwi? When at this Nike Monawi, the last part of Mr. David Senge, quote and unquote, if what I talk na lie, and then at the media, unless if you go delete now, you can create unnecessary hindrance for Taz Muslims. Before we go to David Senge, it's when now we're Minister of anti-corruption. 2 months ago, he talked to a Canadian media, even used the word nigger all. You know, he used the word, one minister, they can forget themselves the one there. They can really forget themselves. They don't take this position of being a minister as a joke. They don't take all as a joke. He talked to use the word nigger, like saying that a word way for use to young people them. Or young people them for hearing, because I don't think say he understand. Even we hip hop artists we can use them. But especially when they play a political role, if you take time how to use that word nigger, because that word, you know, is discriminatory against really blacks them. It defile. But then just the kind of user. And now people that we don't travel. We don't live in the States. We don't understand the roots of this word nigger. Now let's go back to Mr. David Senge. Well, at least I call him Mr. David Senge. At least I put say Mr. But anyway, somebody be bashed a few weeks ago. I never want to jump there. But I see the clip. Now rap people they rap for we. They turn you one on minister. You get work for do. You want to turn a rapper. You want to turn a rapper. Now we talent to the effects for it, but what do we get? You they don't put you on side, more prolific, more better. You know? For change lives still. For change lives still. You sit down back in the media, you know, you don't turn to the author. Now book will be released. For promoting book, where it be released. For promoting book, they wrap the back for we. This video they show we say you take your work serious. That's how we put it. If the one that they supervise you or you boss, nobody understands that someone thinks that what they do. Now they laugh at government. If personal advice, this kind of advice now, nobody will ever advise you again. Because they kind of small things they want to do so. It really don't show we say, oh, not mature enough for them into governance. You know? Not mature enough for them to governance. Then they go can't rap. Then they go can't show we. He talk about niggers. The other one, well, I've done talk this before. I've done trying to say election they done. We're going to forget Boku, Debule, we're going to dance for we. And all them Debule, we're going to dance for we in a politician's team. Now when they don't become victorious, they go for turn them back, now we go for dance. Now we go for dance for them. Right now, they never dance for we. I tell you this few months ago. When I see them, all man they touch devil. All man they dance for we. Because they know say Solomon foolish. Solomon as long as not for enjoy, not for party, not for celebrate, they go forget all things. So just play music for Solomon. And that's what you need for do. Now that's what they use for cajole. Play music. Allow the clubs for open. Allow them for foolish themselves. Allow them for check. Allow them for smoke. Allow them for do all two things they want to do. As long as they know they face kind of nonsense around we or question what to do. Allow them. They're going to continue for bless you now. They're going to continue for bless you now, yeah? So we get rappers now. We get my name, you know. What they use the nigger word. The nigger word. You know, we get the other one name. We will uplift the female football team. Well, we first don't come back. We first lady and we press don't come back. Welcome back. Welcome back. You know, say any small thing, they're going to go do tour inside UK. They're going to go check. They're going to go Conan inside UK. They're going to go check. You know, they're going to go talk to the Ukrainians them. They're going to go talk to the Ukrainians them. Oh. The Ukrainians, they're going to go market, the new market. Well, we know say we fuck up. We know say inflation used to go up. We know say the country not strong enough. But anything we help we buy. We help we, you know, because we need for win. We don't say we cooperate with tuna. You know, we really they cooperate with tuna. You know, anything I want to ready for do you know, as we not command, so we not command, now we will make it come to reality. You know, as we not command, and so we make it come to reality. So we're not going for help, we win. You know, we're not going for help, we. Then we not say the world views them is more important than the votes we make you go for go vote. We vote them now 50% of, you know, the one that we go for count. I mean, on the post we go for win. 50% we vote them. The entire voters alone, only 50% saying for go in, or ain't for be meaningful for the winner. The rest of the other votes them, they come up from the diaspora. They're more important. We Salon we important too, we Sierra Leone say. But we're not too important than the one where they watch we, where they observe we. Where they are the diaspora. The Ukrainians them, the Americans them, Canadians, name it. You know, name it. So we believe say they don't go church base for sinking. You know, for sinking. Then people they don't want to care about you. But yet they will look up to them for betterness. For betterment of Salon. 30. US Embassy they create wholesale them. I don't know why make the NEPA create wholesale them. Like say your office they can close. You know? They get furniture them, mutska parts them, different things them. What are they auction at the US Embassy? Then they get Salon. You know? Then they get Salon. They get things for just say, or them for just say, with a branch will give, you know, the government, for help government, for support government. Till they won't need any longer, we go branch them off, we give government. But no, the American Embassy say no. We they sell them back to them. Because then they pay big fool. So you go pay your fee for going inside. You pay your security fee on about 500,000, which refundable. But your basic entrance fee, not refundable. You know, they capitalize back by you. All this law will tell Tenki to we leaders them. If anybody they cannot salon the mass we, now then they create this space for that to happen. You know, we leaders them. So big up to that. We'll not add much again to this topic, this alimony coffee. You know, we just want to tell and say, we acknowledge them for the poto that they poto. But if we're not thinking good work they do, we still acknowledge you. If not blessing they pas faire, we still acknowledge you. But if not sin and Arab no they pas commit, so they pas fait for yourself, et on a picking to come, we acknowledge you. And that's all we need for we pray for. All the suffering so they pass by we. They want the men picking experience. Men grand picking experience. They pass on to the young generations going to come. And that's what we're going to pray for. Because now people, when they think of tomorrow, when they think of me, you, when they think of next year, or 5 years from now, as long as they don't reap their own benefits, they go next world, now them bless. Believe what I say so. They go next world, now they no more bless. Now they Allah be don't bless. Because now they feel sorry, Allah give opportunity to. But some blessing or some leadership in the world that they put you, when you just think not bless them, bless you, maybe the gods in their life for they cost yourself. Maybe they give you a tax for they can work. But you pay big fool, listen to bless. They end up offering cost for yourself. You know? So we no one in the long run, if not blessing on our cost. Because we don't see what cough when I don't come, don't go. Don't become ministers then, till they don't become paupers then. Don't become presidents then, till they don't become homeless. We don't see Unaboku in South Africa here. We don't see Unaboku. So no matter what you thief, only the end can justify the cause. Only the end can justify the cause. And we don't forget today why they are, when they compete with Nigeria, Liberia, Gambia, etc., etc. Salon, now we always no more can demote. All the other one in the promote. Now we no more can demote. Yeah? Free education. We're not still blessed. I'm not again Charles Muslims the servant, aka Gbepeko. This is the early morning coffee. You know, we need for starter early. And we'll continue for Nakansu. Whenever we get fire, we'll continue for Nakansu. Until fire steady. All the times we need seven a spark. But then useless good say, I know we'll give you fire. We're not still blessed.